Okay, we are rolling. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play the D scale. I tried recording a second ago and I ran out of space on my phone, so that kind of sucks. So let's talk a little bit about the technique that goes into making a D scale a really good D scale. The first thing we'll talk about is left hand, so we can put this away for now. I got a nice little quiver right here just to keep my bow in. It's very nice. Let's keep moving on. Uh, so, positioning of your base. If you didn't know already, when you want to adjust your base to the right size for you, uh, what's recommended is that your bow arm be somewhere around here, and your eye should be right up to your first finger in first position, right there. You see that? Okay, so that's an A, by the way. Uh, Moving on to the D scale. We want to be very slow and precise. Any notes that are out of tune can be changed by simply rolling the finger just like in vibrato. Of course, you don't want a vibrato while playing a scale because you really want to get your intonation better. And you don't want too much buzz either. In fact, don't get any buzz at all. Try to aim for that. If you're getting buzz, you may want to adjust your action of your strings. You can do that usually by changing these knobs on the bridge here. It may require a wrench. Usually requires detuning the strings a bit. Sorry, a little bit of stuttering there. So yeah, that's one thing that you could do. Now then, the tricky part about this D scale is what exactly you might wonder. Well, right there, it just happened. You always want to keep your fingers in contact. Keeping your fingers in contact will make sure that you don't lose your place whenever you shift. So keep your fingers on the string. You don't necessarily need to press unless you want to do a little bit of gliss. But that's a technique for another day. I like glissando a lot. I'll be honest, it's one of my favorite techniques out there for string bass. There's a few things that you can do with glissando that you just can't do with any other style on the bass. This is why I really like it. Now then, we're going to be moving on to using the bow in just a second. I need to check and see if I have any space left on this bow. Okay, we're in 4 minutes right now. I'm hoping this will continue on. We're going to be playing Arco now. Now, before you even start playing any notes, you want to make sure that your bow is parallel to the bridge and perpendicular to strings. And if your bridge is not perpendicular to the strings, then you got something wrong with your bass. You got to go get it fixed, or at least look up how to do it. If you're a newbie or amateur, your bass teacher do it. You can probably do it. So that's it. That for now. When we put down our bow, you really want to know that this bow needs to be just like this. And if you're looking in a mirror, the stick should be covering up the hair, because you really want this sort of turn right here. I'd rather have seeing this than seeing this, because you're not getting all that contact there. You're losing a lot of hair. You want to make sure that you got all that hair right there. Now, when you draw your bow, finally playing some notes, you know, yeah. This arm should be completely loose. It should be dead weight. The only thing that's keeping this bow moving is just the weight. I'm playing with a German bow, just in case you didn't really have a clue what this was. As you can see, the positioning on this thing is kind of weird, I'll say that. It's curvature, as you can see. Your fingers are very curved right here. It's not like this. You don't want to be like a gun grip. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for this nice grip right here. You have your thumb right over the stick, so that if you need to put in any sort of pressure, which is usually just coming from your dead weight of your arm, then you can do that. It acts as support. Now, playing up bow is the tricky thing because you might lose contact. So practice your up bows, get them really good. You don't want to lose the connection of the string. Just lost connection there. Now, moving on to the next string, the G string. You have to pull a little bit harder than on the D string, and you have to really make sure that you're just getting that. Move your body if you have to. Move it like this. When you pull out, you lean in this slightly. I'm exaggerating it. You just lean in a bit. And when you're pushing out, lean out. Also, you want to make sure that your bow is going over to the curve right here. It shouldn't be like this. It should be a little bit more like this. And the bow should also be up like this. It shouldn't necessarily be straight. It should have a little bit of up there, up to it.